So you can come into a comfortable cross-legged position and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. And each time you exhale, you can just invite surrender. Is there anything you've been holding on to that you're ready to let go of? Is there any resistance or unnecessary effort that you can release? And then let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. Let's begin by taking the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow and take it back as far back as you can. And then drop the rib cage, draw the belly in, move around a little, feel what this shape stirs up in you, what you notice here. And then release, right arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm and hug it in as close as you can. As you do, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across the chest. And then release, right arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, interlace fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, and then elbows go towards one another. From here, circle your right shoulder, just putting a little movement in a place that could be a little creaky here, seeking that out. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, heart lifts, and then fold. Whatever amount you're able, could be just dropping your head, or you might come part way or all the way to the floor. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back, dropping the ribs, drawing the belly in, and moving around in any other way that helps you explore. And then release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hugging it in close. As you do this, draw back through your shoulder. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Elbows go towards one another. And then circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and fold any amount. Let's release, come up. Hands to knees, round back, lean away from hands on knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through, come to an upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor and take hands behind the legs, putting some pressure up on the backs of the legs to round even more. Let's roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. Abdominals working to support you. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. And just go at your pace. Articulating your spine, exhale back. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release your arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. Let's hold this last one. Come up, holding here, lifting up away from the sit bones. You can decide how much you lean back, how much you lift the chest. And then release, round back, holding here. You can choose how low you go, working where it's needed, and letting go what's not needed. And then release. Let's come all the way forward. Come into a high push-up position, setting hands near the front of the mat. Step the feet back. Bringing your whole body into a straight, long line, head to the heels. Shift your weight forward to lower down. Come into your back bend. This could be as low or high as you like. Little baby cobra, or possibly coming higher. Wherever you are, shoulders down, nice long neck. And then back to down dog when you're ready, hips high. Take your time with each transition, moving in the way that feels right for you. You might pedal out your feet here or shift hips side to side. And then drop your knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back through down dog, and walk hands and feet towards one another. We'll hang in ragdoll. Feel free to use some support through your arms. You might rest elbows on thighs or hands on blocks. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Finding a way to let go through the upper body, through your head and neck. If it feels too tight to release your head, try bending knees more or support through the arms. Let's bend knees a little bit more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, stacking up. We'll step up to the front of the mat, coming into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart and take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up, lower down, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Let's take 5 breaths in a good resting pose. So that could be down dog, but could just as well be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms, your knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, when you are ready, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, and then circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward, high lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms high. Hips sink low. Getting grounded, feeling what's touching the floor. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go, like ragdoll, let your head release, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg a little longer. Big step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor or blocks if you have them, pyramid pose. We're going to straighten the front leg, part way or all the way. Feel free to adjust the distance between your legs. Going in the direction of hip square, draw that right hip back. In the direction of a flat back, reaching head and sit bones away from one another. In the direction of folding, meeting your edge where you meet it. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog, however you get there. You might take a vinyasa or some other movement transition. You choose how you want to move. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Take a big step forward. Take your time adjusting your footing. When you're ready, arms high. Hips low. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits. Reaching that right leg as straight and long and high as you can, letting your head hang, the neck release. One more breath. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to pyramid. You might grab blocks. You might adjust the distance between your legs, going in the directions you know to go in and meeting your edge where it is. Is there any resistance to how it is that you might release? Each exhale, checking in on that and letting go what you're able to let go of. Last breath here. Let's release. Make your way to a good resting pose, taking any movement transition as you go. And then settling into any neutral shape. If it's useful, you might close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold, let your head release. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips low, shoulders low. Lifting up through fingers, through the top of the head, through the belly. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's take warrior 3. Shift forward and find your balance. If you want to make this easier, you're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. If you do want to tip forward, just keep the torso and back leg connected. Straight, long line. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior 1, just one breath. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Modify or adjust in the way that feels right for you. Really listening to your body, feeling how things are now. Use everything you know about your body, about this pose, to take good care of yourself. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1. Release. Make your way back to a good resting pose, whatever that is for you now. Letting go of everything we've just done. Letting what's done be done. One more breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop your feet back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra and back to down dog. Just taking one thing at a time. When you're ready, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath. Step in and step right back to warrior 1. From here, open out, warrior 2. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior 2. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Expanding. Creating more space, more length. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Take all the time you need. Let yourself arrive. Check in. What do you notice here? Flip the left palm. Reverse warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. You can start by feeling your balance on 2 feet. You can separate your feet a little, kind of shift your weight side to side or front to back. And then we'll come on to one side for tree, Vrikshasana. Bring the right leg up as high as you can, as low as you need. So you can have the sole of your foot on your inner thigh or even the inner ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side to steady you, or even using a wall or piece of furniture. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up. Can you lengthen, lift up away from the supporting foot, all the way up through the top of the head? And then release that side, shake that out. Feel both feet grounded again. Take a moment before going the other side. And then when you're ready, shift over. Left leg up, as high as you can, as low as you need. Choose your arm position. And how much can you relax your face? So some of these poses on purpose might stress you out. So you can find your way from a feeling of stressed out back to presence and ease. So here, as you're concentrating, as you might be wobbling or falling, can you soften the muscles around your eyes, your jaw? Can your breath be slow and deep? And then release, shake that out. Let's Let's take another bounce. We'll do a quad stretch. Bring the right leg back, grab hold of it, either with just the right hand and the left arm can be out to steady you or on something, or you could take both hands back. Tailbone dropping, belly lifting. Try and open through the front of the right hip. So there's very little crease there, as little as possible. And then release, shake that out. Same thing other side. Left leg comes back. Draw your heel in as much as you can and drop the tailbone. Lift the belly. Still standing tall, still relaxing the face. And then release. Shake that out. Let's bring feet hip width apart. Hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest, little upper back arch. Get as light as possible. So keep lifting so you're not collapsing into your hands or the lower back, but as if there were a helium balloon in the chest floating up. And then release, fold forward, bend your knees a little or a lot. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb. Get a good grip, lengthen, and then fold. Pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. Let's release, lower the hips and come into a squat, Malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you can turn your toes out or widen your stance. You're also welcome to use props for this. Sit on something or slide something under the heels for support. Let's open up the knees using the elbows. Roll the shoulders back and down so the neck is nice and long, chest open. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom. Connecting that all the way up to the top, feeling the full length and space that your torso, your spine takes up. And then release. Let's come back to a forward fold, feet back to parallel. Any arm position here. Could give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze. Could take a handful of your hair and pull your head towards the floor. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If you want to take a crow pose on your way, you're welcome to, and you can even work on hopping out of that if you like. If you don't feel like doing crow today, you can just hang out in your forward fold until you're ready to make your way back to down dog. Feel what you are choosing to do, whatever that is. Probably it's just the right thing for you. Transitioning, taking the time you need, finding your way back to down dog. Let's come on to hands and knees, tabletop. We'll get set up for a twist here, thread the needle. So from hands and knees, Lift the left arm up. Take it as high as you can. And then curl from fingertips down. Thread it right behind your right wrist and keep going until you come onto your shoulder and side of your head. You can push the right hand into the floor or into your bottom forearm to open through the top shoulder. And then release, unwind, back to table. You can take a few rolls through the spine, arching and curving on your own time. Take your time releasing in the way that feels good for you. Coming back to table, back to neutral, lift the right arm up. And then curl from fingertips down, thread it through, come all the way down onto your shoulder and side of your head, and then push the left hand into the floor or bottom forearm. Experimenting. Let's release, unwind, back to neutral, table. Take a few rolls through the spine here. Any front to back or side to side movement is also welcome. You might come back through down dog again if you like. And then find your way to sitting when you're ready. We'll extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back. You could also sit up on something. A little lift under the hips could be useful. And we'll take a fold forward. You might grab your feet. If the feet are out of reach, you could put a strap around them or have hands on the floor. Use your hands to support you. Each inhale, lengthen. Each exhale, fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Can grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lift the chest, lengthen, and then fold any amount. Your elbows might push into your legs to help them open, or could lean into your hands or elbows. Let's release, come up. Keep the right leg more or less where it is. Open the left leg out to the side, getting set up for gate pose, Paragasana. Right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow on the inside or outside of that straight leg. Big reach. Keeping the chest open towards the front. And then let your head fall towards the floor. Take the top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up, and then use that hand to help lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Same thing other side. Switch the legs. Left arm up and over, big reach out. Let your head fall towards the floor. Take the top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to lift your head and then open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. You might sit up on something. You might use your hands on the floor behind you to help keep the spine upright. Flex your feet, toes point straight up, and either stay here or lean forward. If you're not at your maximum stretch yet, find it by leaning forward. You can always go deeper or back out a little, so you're finding where your edge is moment by moment. And if it's useful, you can close your eyes to tune in more deeply, so you're listening to the sensation rather than thinking about what it looks like or how it used to look or what anybody else is doing. If you did fold, you can make your way back up. Let's all bring the hands to the floor behind us. Lean back, draw the legs in, shake that out, and then come back onto your back. Let's get set up for a couple back bends. So when you're ready, drop your feet hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. When the pose feels complete, come down and rest. If you want to take another back bend, take another one. Could be same thing again, or any other back bend you know or want to try. Stay as long or short as you like. When you're done with this last one, let's take Happy Baby as a counter stretch. You can grab the soles of the feet on the inside, press your knees towards the floor, moving around in any way. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach your hands through. Grab the left leg and hug it in for a right outer hip stretch. Shoulders releasing, jaw releasing, letting go of everything that's not needed here. To release, drop the left foot to the floor. Straighten the right leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. And then release and switch. Cross the left ankle above the right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in. And then release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot, circle your ankle. And then drop this straight left leg along the floor, bring your right knee in, and take it across for a spinal twist, opening out through the right arm. Come to the other side when you're ready. Left knee across. When you feel even on the two sides, you can come back onto your back and just check in. What else is needed for you to feel complete in this practice? Is there any last pose or stretch or anything your body's needing? You can take your time winding down your active practice. When nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable in your final resting pose, Shavasana. Maybe putting on layers or grabbing props or a little self-massage. Eventually settling into stillness. Letting go of the control of your breath and letting go of doing anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. And come back to a comfortable cross-legged position. Hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You could let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.